Yeah, I also oddly, the other day, I was landing in Boulder to meet some friends, to go to the Nas concert at the, Red Rocks, which was incredible. And, like, I'm standing outside the FBO, and, like, a truck pulls up. Our driver hadn't arrived, and the truck pulls up and it's honking, and it looks like an Uber driver. It's like a black SUV and honking, and I look, and I'm like, I know that's not our driver, late and honking at me. So I just turn back, and then it honks again, and I look, and he turns a little bit because there's a glare on the windshield, and it's Klay Thompson. I bump into Klay Thompson like a day or two after he give me. This is Sunday, so he called me, and I bumped into Klay randomly outside the FBO in Denver. I don't know. He couldn't really look at me, and it was very like odd situations. I'm sitting there with my family, and my wife's like, "Oh my God, Klay!" Like when he called me on the phone, she's like, "Stop." And she's like, I'm about to cry. And she said it reminded her of last year. So last year during free agency, I called Klay and I called Steph, separate calls, and Steve. And I was just telling them, like, yo, I'm leaving. I'm going to Memphis. Um, and I remember that call with them. So I was going to leave. And she said we were in Paris. And she's like, it's reminding me of when we were in Paris and you was calling them. Like, she was just sitting there crying. And obviously we got it figured out. Shout out to the Lakers and Mike Dunleavy, his first free agency. We got it done. But yeah, I think there's a lot of thoughts on like, oh, what happened in the organization? Like everybody kind of want to make things out to be messy, and they don't have to be. I know this organization would have had Klay back as long as he wanted to be. And I know Klay, as we can see, really didn't want that. I know there was the report on like Klay telling Steph like not to flex his muscle and all of those things. Typical Klay thing to do. I'm not sure that that's true or not, but that would be a Klay response. But all great things must come to an end, and ultimately, my hope is that I hope the organization, which I know they do, appreciate Klay and everything that he's done. I know they do. And I hope Klay appreciates the organization for everything this organization has done.